What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Carry for Christ. It's your boy C4. Don't just carry your gun, carry your cross. And if you are an individual that loves firearms, training, just getting better every single day, you're in the right place. Today, we're gonna be talking about that VP9SK. This has been my concealed carry for a little minute now. Mainly because I was into firearms, but I lived in New York, so getting guns was kind of a hassle. I also didn't have a job, so it's an expensive hobby. But yeah, man, just a little background. When I got this gun, right, my father, he actually, his first gun was a HK VP9. And I was like, that's my pops, so might as well get the VP9SK for everyday carry. And man, this gun, it's very durable, right? I told you I've been carrying it for a couple years now. I haven't shot it as much as I would like, if I'm being honest. Because up there, like I told you, it's an expensive hobby. So I didn't get to go to the range as much. But now, you know, the Lord's blessed us. And not only will we be going to the range, but we're able to give you a review and give you my honest thoughts. HK obviously did not send me this product. I bought this with my own money. And let's dive right into it. So for starters, this is not just a regular VP9SK. This is actually the VP9SK-B SCS. So as you can see, I got the Holliston SCS right here mounted on there. It comes with a 32 MOA ring with a 2 MOA dot. I put the brightness up so that you guys could see it a little bit. Maybe I should turn it down. Let me see. If I turn it down, can you guys see? No, you still can't see really. Yeah, it comes with 2 brightness settings. SCS stands for solar charging, which is a fail-safe. It comes with this little little wristband. But yeah, man, this gun, we're clear, just to let you know. This gun is definitely fire, man. One thing I will say, it's chunky. So compared to a lot of the compacts or subcompacts that have come out, this gun is definitely thicker. However, it shoots extremely well. Recoil, like if you ask my wife, she loves this gun. Recoil wise, it's not as snappy as some of the subcompacts, the micro compacts that we have today. But this thing definitely has some weight to her, you know, and that helps mitigate the recoil. And obviously, as you guys know, HK, they test their guns to oblivion. So they don't play around with, their barrels and malfunctioning, nothing like that. I also have the Holliston PIDK weapon mounted light. It looks pretty nice on here, you know. This actually fits a TLR 7A, 7X, TLR 7 holster. It doesn't fit the 7X sub, but all those other holsters, it definitely fits. Now, one thing I will say is the trigger on this thing is freaking phenomenal, right? So compared to a regular, I don't even know why I'm cocking it back. It's already pre-cocked. It's a pre-cocked striker, so you can keep pulling it as many times. So when you're dry firing, you don't have to rack the slide every time. It comes with customizable grips. So first of all, let me show you. This is the gun. It came like this except for the light. So it came with the Holliston on it. It came with everything like this. Now, when you open the box, right? You open the box. These are, it comes with a base plate for your magazine. Like if I wanted to change out this pinky extension, I have a base plate for that. But it also comes with back straps. It comes with 3 different back straps. This one, I have the medium one on here. It comes with side panels, right? So you have a better palm swell. Like you can really customize this grip, which I commend HK because, you know, a lot of times bougie companies, they don't give you all of that modularity. So here, and then of course it comes with the owner's manual, all models and calibers for the VP series, which is pretty dope. And man, HK is a freaking, not only are they a reputable company, but they're cool, bro. Like you look at this, black and red are my favorite colors. Black and red. They also give you a lock so that if you're ever traveling through TSA, you have a lock with you. But yeah, man, HK, you always see him in movies. John Wick, notoriously famous for that. But not only do they make high quality products, including this VP9SK-B, and I'm telling you, I've never been sponsored by them, nothing. This is just my honest opinion. They make good products and their customer service is crazy. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my experience with their customer service. Their customer service is crazy because they have this thing that goes on, I think it's once a year, called a MAGA Palooza. So you submit a receipt showing that you bought an HK firearm within the year or within the selected window that they have. And in that window, if it's in that window, you send it to them and they send you magazines. They send you 3 magazines, right? So here I have 3 magazines. I have 3 magazines that I was given, right? One of these came with the gun, and one of these I changed the base plate. So they sent magazines. I told them, hey, these aren't the magazines that I wanted. I wanted the pinky extension magazines. Dude, they sent me 5 more magazines. And these are not plastic magazines. These are steel. These are metal mags. So, and they sent it immediately. Like, they didn't play around. There was no long wait time. They sent it immediately. And one thing I could say, and one thing why I stand behind HK is because they actually like care. You know what I mean? You'd think that a company that doesn't, how do I say this? That makes so much bread and that already has a cult following, they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't respond that way. So when I got the magazines, I'm like, oh, wow, I have a newfound respect and love for HK. But mind you, obviously their products are low pricing. I've been looking at, like, who I think is a direct competitor of HK is Walther. When I look at Walther, they've been in the game a little longer. They got similar products. You know, they probably have a better trigger than this. But in my experience with HK, this thing has been absolutely phenomenal. You have a co-witness right here with your irons too. You got that front green dot, rear dot night sights. But overall, this gun concealability is kind of tough. Now let's talk about that. When we talk about concealability, because this is my EDC, right? I'm 5'8". I'm athletically built. I'm not like overly big. I probably weigh 170. So I like wearing a lot of sporty things. This is going to print. Like, it's going to print crazy. Matter of fact, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what I mean. So I got to set my holster game up, right? The only holster I have for the VP9SK is this We the People's holster, which is like $50. And I got it because I didn't know really much about holsters, but I know that the Holosun PIDK, it fits the TLR 7, the 7X, 7A, like I said before. So, and it's clear. So in doing that, right, it's right here in the holster. I'm gonna put it on these are like sweats. So obviously it'll probably sag, but I don't feel like changing. All right, one, you see how heavy it is. It just, extremely heavy. But then, you see how it doesn't print that bad here actually. But you see how low, that shows you how heavy it is. So you really need to be reinforcing this gun with a belt and pants. Let me get some belts and pants, fine. All right, so now as you can see, I got pants on. I'm gonna conceal this. Right on my belt. Look at how that thing prints, bro. It's like, hey, come check me out. So in order for me to really like run this as my EDC, mind you, printing is like, this is tough. I can't wear anything like this, right? And I've done it where I just go outside and I'm like this, but that just draws attention. People just gonna look at you like, dude, are you serious? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You got a book in there? So I don't, that's the one thing about this. It's very chunky. So with that, one, I'd have to wear a heavy sweater, or I'd have to wear something over me, something that's a little baggier, you know what I'm saying? Or what I was doing, which I shouldn't have been doing, I was carrying it in a fanny pack. Like literally a fanny pack, like a Supreme fanny pack. It wasn't carrying in like what's it called? 915 Industries. I wasn't carrying in something like that. I was carrying something that didn't have much stability. So I'd always just have the fanny pack like this. Not really conducive to what you're trying to do, because if you needed to use it, you have to unzip it, take it out, make sure you're not fumbling it. So having a holster is definitely better. And I need to find more holsters. A lot of people don't make holsters for this PIDK, but the PIDK works with the TLR 7A, 7X, S7 series. Now, ergonomics, right? Let me take this, the wristband off. Ergonomically though, right? With this pinky ledge, it feels very good. It feels very good to shoot. You know, I like it a lot. I get a full grip on it. You know, everybody says they got large hands and all this other stuff, but I have, like, my hands are kind of big. That's it. They're kind of big. It's like medium to large. I'm not gonna say that, but for instance, the gun is like probably a little smaller than my hand, right? So in my hand, it feels nice. I get a full purchase, feels good, you know, but if I don't have that pinky extension, this thing does not feel good. To me, it does not feel good because I only get to get 2 fingers on it. So if you see, like, you see this right here? That's how I'm be holding the gun. That looks crazy. Like, it feels crazy, looks crazy, but some people like it, but not me, which is why I need that pinky extension. So if you're gonna use this VP9, you have bigger hands, I'd say always have the pinky extension on you. And another thing, these magazines are only 10 rounds. You only get 10 rounds in a magazine. Even with the pinky extension, it doesn't increase your capacity. It just leaves it where it is. But overall, for a subcompact gun, this thing it's heavier, but it shoots well. It points naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm acquiring my dot every single time. It points very naturally. The grip angle is smooth. You can change the side panels and everything, and the slide serrations. So, like, one thing I like about this gun is that the slide serrations are extremely, like, aggressive. You know what I'm saying? They're aggressive, and you can, even these wings, like, you can pull it back. The way you can manipulate this gun is very cool. You know what I'm saying? You can even, if you wanted to, you could rack it on your belt. You can do whatever. But the thing that I do like is not only the SCS on it, but the gun just looks good, man. You know, aesthetically, you want a gun to look good. You want a gun to look cool. You know what I'm saying? John Wick, you seeing John Wick. With this right here, for what it is, I really, really enjoy it. One thing I do wish is that it was a little slimmer and that it wasn't as heavy, because that thing is, like, you saw how I tried to put it on my sweats? You can't put it on your sweats. You know, you have to wear a belly band with that. And also, yeah, personally, it's on my part with getting magazines. But other than that, this thing right here has never failed me in shooting. I've never had a malfunction. The only time where it was a malfunction, it wasn't because of the gun, it was because of me, because I ride the slide. So because of that, there was no lockback. However, there's never been a malfunction with an ammo. Like, this thing shoots everything. And that's the thing with HK reliability. Not only is their customer service good, but they're reliable. They're testing their guns. They just tested the CC9, 750,000 rounds, bro. So this thing right here, if I'm just being honest, this thing is fire. But it's a little chunky, it's a little heavy. And if you don't want to use this pinky extension, you're not gonna get a full grip. And it only comes with 10 rounds, which kinda sucks. But VP9 magazines do fit in here. So if you wanna use VP9 magazines, go ahead. It's just gonna look nasty. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, let's go take this thing to the range, see what's going on, and show you guys how this thing shoots. I also did not let you guys know how much I paid for this. So the gun without the light, with the optic, was around $1,100. Yes, that is expensive. That is expensive. I can't even say. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a minute to pay it off because, like I told you, I didn't have a job. So I'm just like, yo, I need that. Get me that, but don't give it to me yet. I'm gonna give you your money. And that's one thing you do not want to do. Not like I had a bad experience, but I just hate owing people money. So that's something you should not do. But I was so thirsty for this gun that I did it. But yep, let's go to the range. Just want to let you guys know that. What's going on, y'all? We back at the range. Here, show you guys that VP9SK looking like. This first drill that we're running is gonna be 5 rounds, slow and controlled. We just wanna feel that gun, see what it's really feeling like. This when we pull the trigger, see what the trigger press is like, how the muzzle rises, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's get to it. 5 rounds. We shooting this Monarch cheap ammo steel case. Let's get to it, man. Target about, I'll say 7 yards. So as you can see, I didn't get any slide lock, right? But I will say the gun feels nice. I was milking my grip a little bit because it is a little slippery. So the grip texture is cool, but it's plastic. So you have textured plastic, it's kind of tough. It's not rubberized, it's not sandpaper, nothing like that. But other than that, the gun does feel nice. It shot well. I'm not sure if you can see my group from the GoPro, but it shot pretty well. The gun points normally. The grip angle is smooth. Now, let's try to get the next drill going. All right, y'all, so now for our second drill, it's gonna be straight about target acquisition. What we're gonna be doing is presenting the dot, present our gun to the target, but every time we present, we wanna make sure we find that dot. One thing we know is that if I'm not finding the dot, that means I'm doing something wrong, right? So we wanna make sure we're consistent in doing that. So let's get it loaded. We're gonna do this, repeat this 5 times. Let's see what goes on. So right there, I noticed no slide lock because I'm riding high on that slide release. But 5 rounds, center mass, 7 yards. We did our job. You gotta understand, y'all, the optic doesn't fix bad fundamentals. When my presentation is clean, the dot's there. But when it's not, and it's sloppy, I lose it. So this last drill, right? We got 5 rounds loaded up. We're gonna have this last 5. We're gonna be aiming at every single target. So we're gonna present and aim at every single one. Tough. I ain't gonna lie, we did our thing. So right there, I really wasn't even supposed to present, but I presented every single one, right? And I'm not sure if y'all can see, maybe on the GoPro y'all can see, but if not, I'm gonna show y'all right here. We just presented at 7 yards. I'm pretty proud of myself. But as you can see, that's what we hitting. Every single presentation. It ain't perfect, but it's worth it. Don't let that go over your head. So look, listen to this. My overall thoughts is this gun is for, not only, it's for everybody, but it's especially for those that, one, they have smaller hands. The finger grooves definitely help dudes that have bigger hands, but the recoil is extremely manageable. And if you're looking for a subcompact and you're a bigger dude, it definitely helps. What's going on, y'all? Before y'all leave, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But this is today's word, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 14. And this is not all that is meaningless in our world. In this life, good people are often treated as though they were wicked, and wicked people are often treated as though they were good. This is so meaningless. Think about this. We killed the perfect man. We killed Jesus. So good people are often treated as though they were wicked. We killed Jesus, right? And those same Pharisees are treated as though they were good. Though their heart is far from God, they're treated as though they were sent by God. This goes to show that you can go one of 2 ways. If your good deeds are being overlooked, either you continue to do them, know that God is watching you, or you turn to do wicked so that you can be acknowledged by those around you. You have a thin line to walk, man. You know what I'm saying? You are a child of the Lord, so you should do everything to please the Lord. And Jesus says, if you suffer in his name, you will be blessed. So what's stopping you from doing what is good? Because at the end of the day, we want to store our treasures in heaven, not on earth. Those people that are doing wicked deeds, they may be rich, but they're poor in spirit. They may be rich in money, rich in everything out here, have all the guns, have all the money, all the cars, but in their heart, they're not fulfilled, which is why they want to keep acquiring more. But with Jesus, you already have it all. And just like that, don't just carry a gun, carry a cross. Peace.